and no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat...
There he goes! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Illinois right back to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Dropping back, it's Turner. Grabbed in the middle, it's Valentine. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Illinois now facing third and forever. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. It on the bootleg. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Wegman. That's caught. It's Valentine. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Illinois lining up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Get set, get set.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Illinois. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And they'll try to tack on two. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Terrier. Down.
Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two, and they go on top 8-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll run play action. This time on target. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Wants to throw. It's Horn. This time it's complete. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Dances away to buy time. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly.
Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After losing yardage on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 10. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Big guy smells it, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Turns it on at midfield. Touchdown, fighting Ncaa. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by 2. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Throwing on the run. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Looking downfield, it's Horn. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Terry. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to throw, it's Horn. He's got it along the sidelines, foot in bounds, and it's a first down.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those third and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Jones. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense in press coverage. Handoff to Jones. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game.
Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Off to the races. Inside the 30. Inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fit.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Trying to run, it's Jones. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Missouri! And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Pump.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Scrambling away. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Illinois right back to the line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Release to the back. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He's got it. Touchdown to Illinois. And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Time to take a shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Shoots it to the left. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. Bust through behind his pad. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And off to Jones. He's going to lose a yard on that one. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. But, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Scanning the field, it's Horn. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Illinois lining up quickly.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. Sends it downfield. Snags it down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Wegman. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. He's got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. That's caught. It's Manning. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry. He's made plays throughout his career.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to pass, it's Horn. That's reeled in, it's Hoffman. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Illinois right back to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Horn. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Globe. They are up by just 1 over SMU.
Off play action on first down.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, finding a line. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.